Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of PRATHAM Test Prep. Hi guys, good evening everyone. Good evening everyone. Okay, so Pranjal, this is the first session, right? This is our introduction session. So we'll be having this series. Okay, so don't worry, you haven't missed anything. We have started from today onwards only, right? Hi everyone. Good evening, good evening. So guys, one more thing, if you want to join into the live chat, what you need to do is you need to subscribe to this channel, and only then you'll be able to have a chat with us, right? Only then you'll be able to have a chat with us when you subscribe to the YouTube channel of PRATHAM Test Prep. I hope everybody is doing fine. So I think there are many, you all are quite intimidated कि कैसा होगा term 1, term 2, right? कैसा आपका रहेगा कि किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आपसे पूछे जाएंगे, कैसा आपका type of questions आएंगे. So everything we are going to cover in this particular chart, in this particular YouTube series which Pratham Test Prep has got up for you all, right? So here we'll be doing for class 11th and for class 12th. Good evening, Tanu. Good evening. I hope you're doing fine. Right, so this is specifically curated for class 11th and 12th. Special focus will be on class 12 because you're having your term 1 boards in November and December 2021. Right, so we'll be covering all the things, we'll be covering all the topics. We will be giving you MCQ type questions as well so that you can have a practice as well. Right, so I hope everybody is excited for it. So can you tell me that how is economics as a subject for you all? How is economics as a subject for you all? Okay, Pranjal says that thank you, ma'am, for helping the most difficult subject for me. Actually, economics is not that difficult, right? The only thing is that it is in our heads. In our heads only we find that, okay, it is difficult, aisa hai, but no, it is not at all difficult. We'll be doing it in a lot of fun way, as in we'll be doing this in the form of flowcharts and all. Facts, okay, facts are difficult for you. They're not at all difficult, Pranjal, don't worry. Is this important for DU-JAT ke liye ya nahi? See, one thing is that DU-JAT, it asks questions from economics as well. So it's better that you can attend this so that you can refresh your facts, right? You can refresh your facts over here. Okay. So now I'll be telling you that how we are going to go about this series. Kaise hum is series pe jayenge? So we will be having 2 sessions for class 12, as in we'll be having sessions on Mondays and Friday. On Mondays and Fridays every week, we'll be having sessions for class 12, wherein we'll be covering the syllabus. As in, जितना भी आपका term 1 के लिए board ने syllabus दिया है, we'll be covering that syllabus on Mondays and Fridays. Okay. Mondays, Fridays for class 12, and on Wednesdays, we'll be having this for 11th. Okay, so on Wednesday, the students who are in class 11 can come and join, and they can get to know that how to make notes, how to clear the facts and everything. Right, so it will be really helpful for all of you. Now the question arises कि मैम ये सब तो ठीक है, हमारा कॉन्सेप्ट जो है वो बुक्स में भी क्लियर हो जाता है, हमारे यूट्यूब पे हम वीडियोस देख लेते हैं, सब कुछ हो जाता है, बट मैम व्हाट अबाउट द क्वेश्चंस? बिकॉज ये जो है नया आपका क्वेश्चन के फॉर्म में दिया जाएगा, एमसीक्यू फॉर्म में आपके क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. व्हाट अबाउट द क्वेश्चंस? हम क्वेश्चंस की प्रैक्टिस कैसे करें? सो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव दिस डाउट कि क्वेश्चंस की प्रैक्टिस कैसे करनी है? So questions practice करने के लिए we will be uploading the recorded lectures of MCQ series. Right, we'll be uploading the recorded lectures of MCQ series, wherein, for example, अगर आपने let's say money and banking किया, right, तो उससे regarded जो आपका question होंगे वो आप उस recorded lecture उस MCQ series में you can find it out. Right, time of the session will be roughly for around 40 to 45 minutes, depending upon what topics we are covering. We can stretch it up to, let's say, 1 hour, not more than that. Right, and one more thing, guys, can you please tell me that what are your preferred timings? What timings do you guys want? Because we can customize it according to your demands. For example, see, the thing is that At times you have your coachings, you have your tuitions and everything, but if you want, we can customize it according to you as well, right? So if you say ki ma'am 8 baje ya 9 baje, we can do it at that moment also, at that time also, right? So what are your preferred timings? Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4. Okay, Sarthi says Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4. Okay, so we'll see कि कितना कैसे जा रहा है सब लोगों का, क्या सबका एक कॉमन टाइमिंग पर हम आ सकते हैं अगर, सो वी कैन इवन डू दैट. रात में भी चलेगा, हाजी रोबरी किलर एटीट्यूड, ओके. 4 p.m. works, okay. Pranjal, if you have a class on 6:45 to 8:45, we'll see that कैसे किया जा सकता है, right? So we'll see, we will come on to that, but for 12th we'll be having 2 days a week. Okay, so guys, tell me, how about the recorded lectures of MCQs? Because you all must be thinking कि कैसे करना है MCQ, क्या करना है ये सब. You all must be wondering कि कैसे पढ़ना है MCQs and all. Aren't you wondering or not? Yes. So for MCQs, we'll be uploading a recorded lecture. Now you might think, ma'am, recorded lecture क्यों? Why not we do the live session of that? The answer is very simple, because in live session, it gets quite monotonous to just go on with what? Go on with a lot of questions. But in recorded lecture, you can actually watch it at your own pace, at your own speed. आप अपने हिसाब से कर सकते हो. Right? PSIs पर हो गया ये, नहीं बेटा PSIs पर नहीं होगा. PSIs पर आपके uploaded नहीं होगा. This is specifically for class 11th and 12th. Okay. Now some of you might be having your these term 1 papers in November, and some of you might be having a term in December, right? Depending upon school, the board has given the window November to December. Let me tell you how many of you, first of all, tell me that how many of you have actually gone through the syllabus. आप में से कितने लोग have actually gone through the syllabus? Please do let me know. हाँ जी बेटा, so far as of now economics आपका किया जाएगा, but if you guys want, we can have sessions on other subjects as well. बेटा आज CA class आपकी नहीं हुई है विधि. The sole reason for that is we were having DU-BMS special class, right? And उसकी वजह से अभी CA class नहीं हुआ है. Okay, so don't worry about that. The CA class will get continued like from next week, right? This week, there are a lot of marathons with DU-JAD, right? Achha, you want sessions on other subjects too? So don't worry, we'll come up with a series on other subjects too. But for that, you have to show a lot of love to this particular series so that we get motivated to upload or to come up live with the new subjects as well, like business studies, accountancy, etc. Right? With the Wednesday ko hoga, but for class 11. But before that, my question was that how many of you have actually gone through the syllabus? किसने अभी term 1 का syllabus देखा है for class 12? Here I'm asking specifically for class 12. Okay, so Pranjal, Vanshita, okay, so you all have gone through the syllabus of class 12. That's good. But one thing which is super important is that you need to know about the weightage too. आपको weightage का भी पता होना चाहिए that किस particular chapter में से कितने marks के questions आएंगे. Right? Pranjal says macro is done, Indian is difficult. But let me tell you, Indian economy is very easy. Right? It's not at all difficult. It's very, very easy. Right? So guys, before that, tell me, now are you quite, अभी आपको पता चल गया, are you quite aware of how we are going to do this series? अभी आपको समझ आया कि how we are going to go about this series? We will be uploading the recorded lectures. Right, we will be uploading your recorded lectures. Haji robbery killer attitude. This is something which you should not do. This is an educational platform, right? और आप ऐसे कर रहे हो, I think this is not done, right? First of all, I think you should come up with your actual username. ठीक है, आपको अपने actual username के साथ आना चाहिए. But nonetheless, see, you need to know that this is the MCQ based paper. But here, all the students tell me, what kind of MCQs are you expecting in this lecture or in term 1 papers? Are you aware of that? कैसे कैसे MCQs आप expect कर रहे हो? Do you guys know that what kind of MCQs are you expecting in term 1 exam of your CBSE? So you'll be having 3 types of MCQs. You'll be having a standalone MCQ. Second type, you'll be having reason and assertion based. And thirdly, you will be having the case-based MCQs, right? So we'll be dealing with all of those, okay? Now moving further, we have the syllabus, right? We have the syllabus. So for class 12, the syllabus is basically divided into 2 parts, or we have 2 books. We have the macroeconomics book and we have the Indian economic development book, right? So macroeconomics book mein you have the chapter money and banking, wo aapko karna hai. You have the chapter government, budget and economy, that you need to do. And thirdly, you have balance of payments, है ना? So macro में ये 3 आएगा, but trust me, यहाँ से आपका काफी ज़्यादा syllabus reduced hai for term 1. The syllabus is quite reduced for term 1. ऐसा नहीं है that we'll be getting the entire syllabus. It is not like that, right? Second, you have Indian economic development, जिसको प्रांजल बोल रहे थे कि मैम Indian economy stuff. Pranjal, for Indian economy for term 1, you'll be having 2 chapters. First of all, you'll be having development experience 47 to 90 and 1991 economic reforms. Can you tell me what are the 1991 economic reforms? 1991 economic reforms, kaun se the? Please tell me that. The 1991 economic reforms. So it is basically the LPG, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization. Uske baad mein, of course, when we'll do Indian economic development, we'll do that, right? The LPG policy. Secondly, you need to do the current challenges faced by Indian economy, like poverty and everything. Detail mein hum abhi aapka aage padhenge ki what is the detailed syllabus for term 1, right? Now, one more thing, that we will be taking 1 chapter at a time, right? So in the next session, whenever it will get conducted on like Friday. So there we'll be doing money and banking, है ना? उसके बाद जो हम करेंगे, उसके बाद हम next Monday जो हम करेंगे government, budget and economy करेंगे. So first of all, we'll get done with introductory macroeconomics and उसके बाद हम Indian economic development पर जाएंगे. Trust me, guys. Attend these lectures and you will be good to go for your term 1 economics exam. Am I clear to all of you? Attend this and you'll be good to go for your term 1 economic exams. Vandita says first 2 are easy. So I am assuming, Vandita, that you are referring to the standalone MCQs and reason and assertion based type, right? Should very scared for the MCQ board, should बिल्कुल भी डरने की जरूरत नहीं है. Not at all. You should not be scared at all. It's going to be really, really easy for you, right? Hanji beta, we will be having a Menti quiz as well at the end of every session, right? So, jo bhi aapke sessions conduct ho jayenge, we'll be having a Menti quiz as well. Okay. So, for some of you who are new over here, jinko nahi pata what is a Menti quiz, when we'll get done with this PPT, I'll let you know that Menti quiz kya hai and how you can participate in that and how you can become that particular session's Menti king or Menti queen. Should Menti quiz batayenge kya hai beta, but for that you have to be with us throughout this video till the end, because once the PPT gets over, only then we'll be able to conduct the Menti quiz, right? And Menti quiz will check your basic economics का knowledge. ठीक है, आपके basic economics का knowledge भी Menti quiz पर होगा check. So for money and banking, you'll be getting questions for 6 marks. Government, budget and economy again for 6 marks. Balance of payment again for 6 marks, right? And trust me, it is very easy to score full marks in economics, right? आपको economics में full marks score करना बहुत easy है, provided that you are actually very interestingly you are going through that, right? और आप full marks पूरा ले सकते हो उसमें, ठीक है? Now next is जब हम Indian economic development पढ़ेंगे, so for 12 marks we'll be having from the development experience of 47 to 90 and then 91 to the 91 reforms. 12 mark का question from that and 10 marks का questions from current challenges faced by Indian economy. It can be challenges like poverty, etc. Right? So we'll be studying about that when we'll be doing with this particular chapter, right? Moving further, we have that what all is there on the CBSE Term 1 examination for the academic year 2021 and 22? क्या क्या है actually? अब आपके दिमाग में बहुत सारी चीजें होंगी कि मैम व्हाट विल बी द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द एग्जामिनेशन, कौन से टाइप के क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे, क्या टाइम पीरियड है एग्जामिनेशन का, बिकॉज वी एज स्टूडेंट्स नो वी ऑलवेज फोकस ऑन आवर स्टडीज, हम सिर्फ पढ़ाई पर ध्यान देते हैं सो दैट आवर कंसेप्ट्स गेट क्लियर, बट to ace the paper multiple factors are important, बहुत सारे factors important होते हैं to ace this paper, right? What all factors are important? First of all, you should know that what is the duration of this exam. So ये आपका exam जो होगा that will be for 90 minutes, right? So you will be getting 1.5 hours to actually attend this paper, right? For all the exams of all the subjects, you'll be getting 1.5 hours, that is 90 minutes, right? Time period, again, the board has given the window between November and December. So according to the school's availability, आप November, December में क्या कर सकते हो? आप अपने एग्जाम्स आपके हो सकते हैं, जैसे भी आपके स्कूल आपका शेड्यूल भेजेगा. Any book you recommend for economics? Pranjal, 2 books which I'll recommend is something जो आपके schools में already लगे हुए हैं, and that is the NCERT. आप NCERTs करो, these are more than sufficient. Also to solve papers, to solve sample papers, to solve quite a number of questions, कैसे कैसे questions आपके आएंगे. Just continue with us, be with us for this series, and आपके बहुत सारे questions भी solve कर पाओगे with us, right? मैम dates कैसे याद रखें? Dates किस चीज के dates? Right? तो आपको NCERTs करनी है, वो आपका है, and you need to solve a lot of questions. Solve a lot of questions, right? जितने ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा questions आप solve करोगे, it will be more beneficial for you. Because at times क्या होता है कि हमारे को concept समझ में आ जाता है, but we don't know how to go about with the question. ये कैसे question आप expect कर रहे हो, right? So you need to solve a lot of questions. Now, again, this thing is over here. What all are the type of MCQs we'll be getting? We'll be getting 3 types of MCQs. That is the standalone objective type questions. Second is the case-based objective type questions. And third is the assertion and reasoning objective type questions. What are standalone objective type questions? Standalone is simple. Please tell me that which bank is the Central Bank of India? Central Bank of India कौन से बैंक को बोला जाता है? Tell me. Simply a question पूछा जाता है that which bank is the Central Bank of India? Tell me, which is the Central Bank of India? That is RBI. So एक statement है simple. अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ the one-liners. In simple lines, if I say one-liner type of questions जो होते हैं, you can say that those type of questions are known as the stand-alone objective types of questions. That is the RBI, of course. RBI is the Central Bank of India. Now you have case-based objective types of questions. What are these case-based objective type of questions? Here, you will be getting questions in the passage format, right? You will be getting questions in the passage format, as in, hi Jyoti, you will be having passages, and then on the basis of that, on the basis of those passages, on the basis of that passage which is given to you, you will be getting questions, right? And thirdly, you will be getting the assertion and reason type of questions, जहाँ पर आपको एक assertion दिया जाएगा, एक उसका reason दिया जाएगा, and you need to know that whether the assertion is true, whether the reason is true, is assertion the right explanation for the reason or vice versa, right? So all these things you need to do from what? From these, all these types of questions you can expect from the coming term 1 board exams, right? And this will be standard throughout the subject. चाहे फिर वो eco हो, कुछ भी हो, आपका standardization रहेगा on the types of MCQs. Is that clear? I hope that's clear to all of you. Now, one more thing, I'll be giving you the flavor also. आपको ना इस particular session में I'll be giving you the flavor also of the exam, of the MCQs. कैसे टाइप के MCQs आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो? The questions will be really simple, and the questions are picked up from the actual CBSE sample paper. So can you please tell me that how many of you have seen the actual CBSE sample paper? Actual CBSE sample paper किसने देखा है अभी तक? How many of you have seen the actual CBSE sample paper? राइट. सो आपको एक्चुअल सीबीएसई सैम्पल पेपर देखना है एंड वहां पे जिस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस जो हैं आपको वो क्वेश्चंस करने हैं. ठीक है, वहां के क्वेश्चंस आई हैव गिवन इन दिस पर्टिकुलर इंट्रो सेशन सो दैट यू हैव एन आइडिया कि किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो. Now moving further, we have the general instructions that all you need to know about the upcoming term 1 CBSE entrances. So first CBSE exam. So first thing you need to know that there will be a total of 60 questions. आपके total 60 questions paper में होंगे जिसमें से आपको attempt करने हैं only 50. Right? टोटल 60 क्वेश्चंस होंगे, अटेम्प्ट कितने करने हैं, सिर्फ 50 क्वेश्चंस करने हैं. सो आपको बेसिकली चॉइस मिलेगा क्वेश्चंस में कि ईदर यू कैन डू दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन और दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. अगेन टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन देखकर 3 सेक्शंस है, सेक्शन ए, सेक्शन बी, सेक्शन सी. इन टर्म, हाँ जी वंशिता, इन टर्म 1 you will be getting 60 MCQ type questions, right? And on the basis of those 60 questions you will be attempting only 50, right? केवल 50 क्वेश्चंस ही आपको अटेम्प्ट करने हैं. Now in the previous slide I have told you कि 3 टाइप्स के MCQ थे. So on the basis of that you will be getting what? You will be getting 3 sections. Section A 24 questions होंगे and you have to attempt only 20. Section B 24 questions, again you have to attempt any 20 out of those. And in section C you will be getting 12 questions and out of those you have to attempt any 10 questions, right? So don't worry, जिसने भी मुझे बोला था कि मैम डर लगता है इकोनॉमिक्स से या इस पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट से या कैसा MCQs होंगे, don't worry, you will be given choices in certain questions, right? Choices will be there in certain questions, so don't worry about that. सेक्शन ए में टोटल 24 होंगे, आपको चॉइस दिया जाएगा किन्हीं 2-3 क्वेश्चंस में और आपको 20 अटेम्प्ट करने हैं. सिमिलरली सेक्शन बी में एंड सेक्शन सी में you will be given 12 questions and आपको केवल 10 questions अटेम्प्ट करने हैं, right? The third instruction for this which has been released by CBSE is all the questions carry equal mark, right? ऐसा नहीं है कि आपका किसी क्वेश्चन के ज्यादा मार्क्स होंगे, किसी के कम होंगे, बट ऑल द क्वेश्चंस कैरी इक्वल मार्क्स एंड देयर विल बी नो नेगेटिव मार्किंग. कोई भी नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं होगी, सारे क्वेश्चंस के इक्वल मार्क्स दिए जाएंगे. देयर विल बी नो नेगेटिव मार्किंग एट ऑल. नाउ टेल मी गाइस, नाउ आर यू एबल टू गैदर दैट करेज कि आप अब क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट कर पाओगे कंसिडरिंग दैट देयर इज नो नेगेटिव मार्किंग? अब जब पता चल गया नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं है तो क्या आपको लग रहा है कि यू कैन attempt a lot of questions, or should I say you should attempt all the questions? अगर नहीं भी आता है तो at least you can mark the educated guesses. You can mark the questions on the basis of educated guesses, right? So आप ये भी कर सकते हो इसमें. Now moving further, here is the syllabus. आपका पूरा का पूरा brief syllabus है for term 1. Term 1 का पूरा brief syllabus है. क्या आपको पढ़ना है? बिकॉज अगर आप देखो यहाँ पर कुछ टॉपिक्स नहीं है, राइट? द सोल रीजन फॉर दैट इज वो टॉपिक्स आपके टर्म 1 में नहीं आएंगे, बट टर्म 2 में ऑब्वियसली वो टॉपिक्स आएंगे. सो टर्म 2 के लिए हम जब टर्म 2 आएगा वील टॉक अबाउट दैट देन. बट राइट नाउ यू नीड टू नो दैट व्हाट ऑल टॉपिक्स फ्रॉम सो एंड सो चैप्टर्स और यूनिट्स यू नीड टू डू, राइट? मैक्रो में आप लोग का डर है कि मैम न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व नहीं होते, मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स में न्यूमेरिकल्स हैं और वो सॉल्व नहीं होते, राइट? बट डोंट वरी, न्यूमेरिकल्स आपके टर्म 1 में नहीं आ रहे हैं. इफ यू कैन सी यूनिट 1 इज नॉट एट ऑल इंक्लूडेड फॉर टर्म 1, राइट? नेशनल इनकम एंड इट्स एग्रीगेट्स आर नॉट इंक्लूडेड इन टर्म 1. टर्म 1 में जो आपको पहली चीज करनी है वो आपको करनी है मनी एंड बैंकिंग. प्रांजल, this is the exact syllabus. So जो इस syllabus में नहीं है, the topics which are not there in the syllabus, you just delete those topics. ये वाले जो topics है वो आपके आएंगे, ठीक है प्रांजल? Now first of all you need to do what is the meaning of money and what is the supply of money. यहाँ पर आपका एक और टॉपिक जिससे क्वेश्चन आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो, that is evolution of money. Right? Evolution of money, functions of money, बहुत ही basic topics है जो of course we'll be covering in our further sessions, right? Then you need to know that what is the meaning of currency held by the public, right? Then what is demand deposits? Then money creation by commercial banking system. What is the central bank? What are the functions of central bank? And then a discussion of the functions of central bank, as in आपका bankers bank होता है, bank of issue होता है, government का bank होता है, lenders of last resort होता है, credit controller या regulator होता है. So all these are the functions of the Reserve Bank of India, which of course will get covered in our syllabus in our sessions, right? The second unit which you need to do is the government budget and economy, right? Government budget and economy. आपको क्या करना है? The meaning of government budget, what are the objectives, components, है ना? अगर आपको याद होगा, आपको पता होगा कि capital account, है ना? Capital receipts, revenue receipts, fiscal deficit, primary deficit, budgetary deficit, ये सारी चीजें आपने अपनी for sure सुनी होंगी, right? So all these things will get covered in this particular chapter, in this particular unit, right? So we'll be having a separate session of this, right? And thirdly, we have balance of payments. Balance of payments, of course, you'll be getting to know what are the components of balance of payment, what is the meaning of balance of payment, then foreign exchange rate, flexible exchange rate, managed floating fixed exchange rate. You will be learning about all these things. So you don't have to worry at all. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel of Pratham Test Prep and you will be good to go, at least with economics. Economics, I can assure you that economics में term 1 का definitely आप बहुत अच्छे से score कर सकते हो, right? Now, how many of you have heard of Olympiads? Olympiads के बारे में किसने सुना है? Or do you guys know what are Olympiads? Right? So what happens is, Pratham, we conduct Olympiads as well. We conduct economics Olympiads, we conduct finance Olympiads, we conduct aptitude Olympiad, right? We conduct GK Olympiad. We have 4 types of Olympiads, right? We have International Finance Olympiad, which is known as IFO. We have Global Economic Olympiad, which is known as GEO. We have World GK Olympiad, that is known as WGKO. And then we have Aptitude Olympiad, Global Olympiad on Aptitude, which is known as GOA, right? So we have these 4 types of Olympiads with Pratham Test Prep. All you need to do is you can enroll yourself with Pratham Test Prep and you can avail the Olympiads. As in, you can appear for Olympiad. We'll be giving you study material for that. We'll be conducting mocks. We'll be giving you mocks. We'll be conducting the school round, the regional round, the national round. And trust me, if you win those Olympiads, you will be given prizes and cash prizes as well, right? So don't worry about that. If you are interested, because see, this economic subject is related to these Olympiads, finance, economic Olympiad, etc. So you'll be given cash prizes too if you win, right? So you can even enroll yourself with us and can get these or get yourself enrolled in these Olympiads, right? Business studies sessions, Sameer. Business studies sessions, if you give love to this video, then of course we'll be conducting the sessions on other subjects too, right? Now, moving further on the next slide, we have the detailed syllabus of Part B, that is Indian Economic Development. है ना? Indian Economic Development का आपका detailed syllabus है, that is, as I've already told you, from 1947 to 1990, what was the economic situation of India, right? After the independence till 1990, कितना हमारी economy थी, how was it, what was the economic system of India, and then post 1991, what happened in the 1991 policy, we'll be doing that as well, right? So one thing you see, one more thing, how many of you know about the 5-year plans? 5-year plans के बारे में किस-किसको पता है? And now the 5-year plans have been replaced by what? The 5-year plans have been replaced by, can you please tell me? The 5-year plans have been replaced by the planning, by what? So 5-year plans कौन निकालता था? 5-year plans आपके planning commission निकालता था, जिसको भी replace कर दिया है किससे? Annual plans, जो नीति आयोग आपका निकालता है, right? Annual plans जो आपका भी नीति आयोग निकालता है. What is नीति आयोग? National Institution for Transforming India, आयोग, right? So जनरल नॉलेज का क्वेश्चन है आपका, अगर आपको नहीं भी पता, इट्स कंप्लीटली फाइन, राइट? नाउ मूविंग फर्दर, इंडियन इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट में आपने क्या क्या पढ़ना है? यू विल बी स्टडिंग अबाउट द कॉमन गोल्स ऑफ 5 ईयर प्लान्स, व्हाट आर द मेन फीचर्स, द प्रॉब्लम, पॉलिसीज, ये सारी चीजें we'll be studying about that. Economic reform since 1991, ये आपका बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, as in इसमें आप पूरा अपना LPG के बारे में पढ़ोगे, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization, the LPG policies, and furthermore you'll be studying about demonetization and GST as well. Please tell me the currency notes which got demonetized 3-4 years back. कुछ टाइम पहले मोदी जी ने कुछ करेंसी नोट्स को डीमोनेटाइज किया था. What were those currency notes? डीमोनेटाइज किया गया था करेंसी नोट्स को. कौन से करेंसी नोट्स थे वो जिनको डीमोनेटाइज किया गया था? आई होप आप सबको पता होगा. 500 and 1000 rupees notes. 500 and 1000 rupees notes को आपका डीमोनेटाइज किया गया था, right? The old series of 500 and 1000 rupees note got demonetized by Modi ji, right? Now the next thing जो आपका term 1 में आपको पता होना चाहिए, that is Unit 7 का current challenges faced by Indian economy. Basically poverty, right? Human capital formation, then agriculture and rural diversification, role of cooperatives, credit and marketing. ये सारी चीजें we'll be studying in Unit 7. Now, I hope you have a clarity over the syllabus, right? You have a clarity of the syllabus कि क्या आपको पढ़ना है for term 1. I hope you have a clarity. Is this also important for priced financial accounting? Akanksha, considering you that you have not so much of interest in economics and you fiddle a little bit with this subject, right? I think that you should attend these, right? I think that you should attend these sessions because it's really beneficial for you just to clear your basics, right? आपके basics बहुत अच्छे से clear होंगे and you never know entrances आपसे क्या पूछ ले, right? You never know entrances आपसे क्या पूछ ले, so it's better to just go with this, right? Yes, you don't have commerce, but then again, अगर आपका कोई भी एंट्रेंस दे रहे हो आगे जाके, आप DU-BMS दे रहे हो या आप प्राइस का दे रहे हो, CBSE का दे रहे हो, कोई भी एंट्रेंस दे रहे हो for that matter, even if you don't have economics, you should be at least having some basic knowledge. आपके basic facts पता होने चाहिए, right? And for this, for all those things, this particular session is important, right? Now, moving further, we have some sample questions, and these sample questions, they are actually from the actual sample paper released by economics, right? Actual sample paper which was released by CBSE. Actual sample paper of economics which was released by CBSE. ये questions आपके वहां से हैं. Capital account, current account and balance of payment. Of course, you'll be studying capital account and current account. आप वो पढ़ोगे, but आपको उसके numericals नहीं आएंगे वंदिता. आपको उसके numericals नहीं आएंगे, right? So these are the questions from actual sample papers of CBSE. Let's see आप कितना कर पाते हो यहाँ पर. So can you tell me the very first question जो आपका actual CBSE sample paper से है, that this is what, this is the statement based question, right? ये आपका statement based question है. Statement 1 is public goods are those goods and services that are collectively consumed by public, right? So आपको पहले statements पढ़ने हैं, then you have to choose your alternatives. Please tell me that public goods are those goods and services that are collectively consumed by public. Is it true or false? Is it correct or not? Please tell me. Public goods क्या होते हैं? जो आपके collectively public से consume होते हैं, right? Yes, this particular statement is true. This particular statement is true. ठीक है? मुकेश बोलते हैं मैम statement 2 समझ नहीं आया. मुकेश, statement 2 अब समझ आएगा. Statement 2 क्या पूछता है? Public goods are excludable and rivalrous in nature. As in, क्या आप public goods को exclude कर सकते हो? क्या उसका कोई rival है? Please tell me, what are public goods? Public goods are like public parks. Public parks, street lights, right? Public parks, street lights, etc. These are the examples of what? These are the examples of public goods. Now tell me, can you exclude these public goods? क्या आप इन public goods को exclude कर सकते हो अपनी day-to-day life से? Can you exclude these public goods? Please tell me that. Is it true or false? So, public goods cannot be excluded. So, public goods are what? Public goods are non-excludable in nature. right? You can't exclude public goods. पहली चीज. दूसरी चीज, tell me, is there any rival of public goods? Public goods का कोई rival होता है क्या? Is there any rival of public goods? No. So public goods are non-excludable and non-rivalrous, right? That means what? Statement 2 is false and statement 1 is true. What is the correct answer? Tell me. Which alternative is correct? The right option is option C. That statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. अब मुझे बताओ, डिफिकल्ट लगा ये क्वेश्चन? ये एक्चुअल सीबीएसई सैंपल पेपर से क्वेश्चन है, क्या ये आपको डिफिकल्ट लगा? Did you guys found this question difficult? Please tell me that. This is not at all difficult. So the only requirement is, or the only prerequisite is, अगर आपका concept clear होगा, next type of question, ये आपका stand alone MCQ है, right? This is a type of stand alone MCQ question. ठीक है, आपका stand alone MCQ type of question है. What is the question? Identify which of the following is not a function of Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India क्या है? That is the Central Bank of India. Right? Reserve Bank of India is the Central Bank of India. Read the options and tell me that which of the following is not a function of that. इनमें से कौन सा function नहीं है? There is no lag. इनमें से कौन सा function नहीं है Reserve Bank of India का? To act as a banker to the government. Yes, this is a function. This is a function of Reserve Bank of India, that it acts as a banker to the government. ये true है. Reserve Bank of India is the custodian of gold reserves of India. That is true. Custodian of gold reserves, foreign exchange. ये आपका function है RBI का. Third function is that it is the financial advisor to the government of India. Of course, this is true. Reserve Bank of India, it acts as the financial advisor to the government of India. Next जो आपका question है वो क्या है? To issue coins and 1 rupee note. Is this the function of RBI? Is this the function of RBI? Please tell me that. No, this is not the function of RBI, because RBI, it does not issue 1 rupee note, right? It does not issue 1 rupee note, right? RBI को सारे denomination की currency issue करने का right है, except 1 rupee note, right? RBI issues all denominations except 1 rupee note. Can you tell me that 1 rupee note is issued by whom? 1 rupee note को कौन issue करता है? 1 rupee note is issued by, please tell me that. 1 rupee note को कौन issue करता है? This is issued by the government of India. 1 rupee note is issued by the government of India. जो आपका RBI है, ये सारे डिनोमिनेशंस के करता है. 5 रुपए, 2 रुपए, 10 रुपए, 1000, 2000, 500, सारे डिनोमिनेशन के नोट इशू करता है एक्सेप्ट 1 rupee note. 1 rupee note कौन इशू करता है? द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, राइट? प्लीज टेल मी दैट all the notes except 1 rupee note bears the signature of whom? आपको नोट पर किसके सिग्नेचर दिखते हैं? जो आपकी करेंसी है, जो आपकी डिनोमिनेशन है, उस पर आपको किसके सिग्नेचर दिखते हैं? whose signature is there on the currency notes of India except 1 rupee note? किसके सिग्नेचर होते हैं? bears the signature of the RBI governor. बेटा RBI गवर्नर के सिग्नेचर होते हैं. आप जब कभी भी आप नोट देखते हो, आप 500, आप 100, 50, किसी भी चीज का नोट देखो, आपको दिखेगा सिग्नेचर RBI गवर्नर के होते हैं, मुकेश, प्रेसिडेंट के नहीं होते हैं. 1 rupee नोट पे सिग्नेचर किसके होते हैं? 1 rupee नोट bears the signature of फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी. किससे सिग्नेचर होते हैं 1 rupee नोट पे? फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी, राइट? कैन यू टेल मी दैट हु इज द करंट RBI गवर्नर ऑफ इंडिया? करंट RBI गवर्नर ऑफ इंडिया कौन है? आकांक्षा ने लिखा है दैट इज शक्तिकांता दास. शक्तिकांता दास इज द करंट RBI गवर्नर ऑफ इंडिया. एंड टेल मी हु इज द करंट फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी ऑफ इंडिया? Who is the current finance secretary of India? The current finance secretary of India is TV Somanathan, right? So ये आपको और तो जानने का जरूरत नहीं है, but yes, अगर आप WGQ के लिए आ रहे हो, वर्ल्ड ग्लोब GQ ओलंपियाड के लिए प्रथम में आ रहे हो, then of course you need to know such types of questions as well, right? So option D is the right option. Tell me, is this question difficult? Was this question difficult to do? आपको difficult लगा करने में? No, this is not at all difficult, right? Now moving further, we have very easy question. Before the advent of Green Revolution in 1960, India was primarily dependent upon which country for the supply of food grains? Yes, Akanksha, we have done this in the eco class. Simply इस question में पूछा है कि Green Revolution से पहले, right? Green Revolution से पहले India primarily किस पे dependent थी? कौन सी country पे dependent थी for the supply of food grains? It was dependent upon USA. It was dependent upon USA. ये भी question आपके NCERT books में है, right? This particular question is also there in your NCERT books, right? Now, moving further, we have this passage. अब ये आपका passage based question है. CBSE का जो आपका पेपर आया था उसमें ये पूरा passage दिया गया था. I am giving you few minutes. मैं read out करूंगी passage in front of you, right? And you have to attempt that. Although अगर आपको concept clear है तो आपको questions attempt करने में उतना ज्यादा दिक्कत नहीं होगा, right? What is the passage? That India's post 1990 economic strategy entailed three important breaks with the past. पहला क्या था? To dismantle the vast networks of control and permits that dominated the economic system, to redefine the role of state as a facilitator for economic transaction and as a neutral regulator rather than primary provider of goods and services, and third one is to move away from a regime of import substitution and to integrate fully with the global trading system. ये आपका passage CBSE के sample paper पे था, right? ये पूरा passage आपका आगे है. I am giving you 1 minute to go through this, and if you want I can even read out for you. So this was the passage which was there in the CBSE actual sample paper which got released, and उन्होंने इस passage पर based questions put थे. So in case if you don't want to read the passage, और अगर आपको लग रहा है कि नहीं, you have chapter clarity, आपने chapter read करा है, आपका conceptual clarity है, and अगर आपको ऐसा लग रहा है, then of course you can go through you can directly go to the questions and not read the passage, right? Passage क्या है? Of course हमें समझ में आ गया कि ये 1991 reform से related है आपका, that it unleashed the energies of Indian entrepreneurs and gave untold choice to the consumers and changed the face of the Indian economy, right? ये पूरा यहाँ पर है, but let's just quickly go through the questions. देखते हैं questions कितना कर पाते हैं, ठीक है? अच्छा, एक और चीज है, ये पैसेज कहाँ से उठाया गया है? ये पैसेज आपका livemin.com जो है, न्यूज की ये पूरी आपकी वेबसाइट है livemin.com, 22 जनवरी 2021 का पैसेज है, इसी साल का पैसेज है, राइट? सो लेट्स क्विकली जंप ऑन टू द क्वेश्चंस. Can you tell me the very first question? Can you answer this? That according to the given text, Dash was adopted as the guiding principle of governance in all governments since 1991. हमने पढ़ा था कि 1991 में क्या हुआ था, आपकी LPG पॉलिसी आई थी, बट उसमें गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल कौन सा था? Was it liberalization, privatization, modernization or globalization? What is the guiding principle for all governments and governance since 1991? Very good one, Vandita. The guiding principle was liberalization. Liberalization was the guiding principle. Mukesh, it was not modernization, it was liberalization. Liberalization क्या basically? जब गवर्नमेंट के रिलैक्सेशंस दे देती है, गवर्नमेंट रिस्ट्रिक्शंस हटा देता है ऑन सोशल, पॉलिटिकल एंड इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज, तब क्या है? दैट इज नोन एज लिबरलाइजेशन, राइट? व्हाट इज प्राइवेटाइजेशन? ट्रांसफर ऑफ ओनरशिप, पब्लिक से प्राइवेट को देना, पब्लिक सेक्टर से प्राइवेट सेक्टर पे जब ओनरशिप जाती है, दैट इज नोन एज प्राइवेटाइजेशन. ग्लोबलाइजेशन क्या? आप अपनी डोमेस्टिक इकोनॉमी को वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी से जोड़ रहे हो, दैट इज व्हाट? दैट इज ग्लोबलाइजेशन. Depth we'll study once we'll be doing what? We'll be doing we'll be taking up the session of each chapter, right? Next question हमसे पूछा है, in the light of given text and common knowledge, identify the incorrect statement. अच्छा, Mukesh says, "Ma'am, Pranjal, my net is down." Okay, Pranjal. Okay. Now, severe balance of payment problem triggered an acute economic crisis in 1991. That is true. In 1991, the economic and political leadership launched a multi-pronged reforms against agenda to repair macroeconomic situation of the nation. That is true. तभी आपका LPG policy आया था. नेक्स्ट है आपका पोस्ट 91 सिचुएशन, स्टेट वाज गिवन द रोल ऑफ प्राइमरी रेगुलेटर ऑफ द इकोनॉमी. नो, दिस स्टेटमेंट इज रॉन्ग. द स्टेट को प्राइमरी रेगुलेटर ऑफ द इकोनॉमी का नहीं दिया गया था पोस्ट. किसको दिया गया था? इट वाज गिवन टू द entrepreneurs. It was given to the entrepreneurs. So which is the wrong answer? The wrong answer is option C. Right? Now tell me, इस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन का आंसर करने के लिए या पिछले क्वेश्चन को आंसर करने के लिए was it required कि आपको पैसेज पढ़ना ही पढ़ना था? आपको पैसेज पढ़ने की जरूरत पड़ी? प्लीज टेल मी दैट. पैसेज पढ़ने की जरूरत बिल्कुल भी नहीं पड़ी, राइट? So that is one thing. Now moving further again to the next question. पूछा गया है आपसे statement 1 में timing and sequencing are critically important. Yes, आकांक्षा पॉल साइंस में भी पढ़ा है. Timing and sequencing are critically important in the post-economic reform agenda. अगर मैं आपको यहाँ पर आपका passage दिखाती हूँ, तो the very last line of this passage is timing and sequencing are critically important in the new reforms agenda. That means जो आपका first statement है, that is directly from the passage and it is true, right? Passage से directly है और ये आपका true है. Next question है, post pandemic reforms in India require a paradigm shift. No, it does not require a paradigm shift. Paradigm shift आपका requirement नहीं होती है. Rather किस चीज की requirement होती है? Shift in the individual sector. आपका जो individual sector है, right? For example, the power sector, राइट आपका पावर सेक्टर हो गया, एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर हो गया, उसमें आपका एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर, फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर एक्सेट्रा, इन सब में आपकी क्या थी? इन सब में ग्रोथ की रिक्वायरमेंट थी एंड नॉट इन जनरल द पैराडाइम शिफ्ट. प्रांजल, पैराडाइम शिफ्ट का मतलब होता है ओवरऑल शिफ्ट, राइट? पैराडाइम शिफ्ट का मतलब क्या होता है? पैराडाइम शिफ्ट मींस द ओवरऑल शिफ्ट, राइट? अगर आप इसमें पैसेज भी देखोगे, इट सेज दैट we don't need a paradigm shift, rather we need to look at the individual sectors, right? So ये आपका यहाँ पर आ गया. So both the statements are directly related to the passage. That means आपका statement 1 true है and statement 2 क्या है? Statement 2 is false. So the right answer is option C, that statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. I hope that's very very clear, very simple. बहुत simple है आपका. अगर आपने passage को just एक बार quick read भी दिया है, उससे भी आप you will be good to go with that, right? Now next आपका जो क्वेश्चन है वो आपका रीजन असर्शन टाइप बेस्ड का क्वेश्चन है, एंड दिस इज द लास्ट क्वेश्चन जो आपका इस पैसेज से आया था. क्या है? द 91 रिफॉर्म्स रियलाइज द वाइटैलिटीज ऑफ इंडियन बिजनेस पर्संस. दैट इज ट्रू, राइट? बिकॉज ये आपका एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के उस पे था, राइट? सेकंड क्वेश्चन है, द रिफॉर्म एजेंडा एस्टैब्लिश अ पैराडाइम शिफ्ट एंड डिफाइन द ब्रॉड आउटलाइंस ऑफ इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी मेकिंग फॉर इयर्स टू कम. ये कहां पर है? ये आपका सेक्टर वाइज आपका बता रहा है that the shift is required or the development is required sector wise. Now the question is that assertion भी आपका true है, statement भी आपका reason भी true है, दोनों चीजें true है. What is the right option? The right option is that both assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. आपको बाकी के options की तरफ देखने की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, right? So guys, tell me something. With this, do you think कि आपको नेसेसरी है पूरा पैसेज पढ़ना? Is it necessary for you to read the entire passage and then attempt the questions? उसके बाद ही आप questions attempt करोगे? No, it is not necessary to read the entire passage और उसके बाद आप questions करोगे. Directly you can jump onto the questions and save a lot of time, right? Directly you can jump onto the questions and you can save a lot of time. Now with this guys, one thing which I want from all of you is to please like this video. Right, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel of Pratham Test Prep, and we are coming up with this new series. As I've already told you, we are coming up with this new series wherein we'll be taking each unit, each chapter at one time, है ना? हर unit, हर chapter हम एक बार पे लेंगे, and उसके बाद we'll be going on with this. Also, we will be uploading the recorded lecture of the MCQ type of questions. आपके अच्छे खासे 20-25 MCQs type of questions होंगे, wherein you can watch those recorded lectures at your own pace, right? On your own pace, at your own preferred timings. आप अपने हिसाब से वो recorded lectures देख सकते हो, but only if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. right? If you subscribe to the channel, because तभी आप notify होगे whenever we upload the recorded lecture. Yes, Vandita, आपको सिर्फ conceptual clarity चाहिए to attempt the questions. Only conceptual clarity is required. You don't need passage. अगर आपके concepts clear हैं, अगर आपके facts clear हैं, you don't need anything. Only facts clarity is required, and you will be good to go. Now tell me, जो भी हमने अभी CBSE के passages करे हैं, was it easy? Was it easy? जो भी हमने CBSE passage के questions करे हैं, मैम concept नहीं हुआ तो भी देख सकते हैं recorded lecture. Yes, आप फिर भी देख सकते हो, but rather Pranjal, I want you to attend the YouTube live, है ना? Concept के लिए आप YouTube live पहले attend कर लो, और उसके बाद जब recorded lecture देखोगे for the questions, it will be really easy for you, right? Now tell me that what can be your preferred timings. Although this week we'll be coming up with the series at 7 only, but उसके बाद अगर आप अपने timings कुछ और बताना चाह रहे हो, कोई और timings पर आप अगर ये eco live चाह रहे हो, then we'll come up with that as well, right? So I hope it's very easy for you. It will be very, very easy for you, right? थोड़ा सा आपका economics में अगर interest नहीं भी है, trust me, आपके marks अच्छे आ जाएंगे, and आपको term में अच्छे marks लाना should be your top priority, because you never know term 2 में क्या होगा, because इसमें long answer type questions होते हैं, right? So it's better to score good in term 1 at least, because उसमें MCQ type of questions and no negative marking, right? Okay, so you say 5 to 6. Vandita says 7 is good because other timings I have classes. We can even do it late at night, as in after 7 भी हम कभी भी कर सकते हैं. So just take your time. Let's see how it goes for this week, right? आप देखो कैसा जाता है इस particular week में, and उसके बाद if required we'll be changing this timings if required, and if you guys want only, then we'll change these timings. Otherwise, it will remain the same. Okay. So I hope you like this. I hope you like this intro session, right? I hope you got the flavor of the type of questions which you can expect in the CBSE Term 1 exams, because बहुत सारे आपके ऐसे ही type के questions होंगे, simple से होंगे, right? Direct straight questions होंगे. एक चीज जो हमेशा आपको करनी है, across the subjects, right? कोई भी subject आप पढ़ रहे हो, जो भी subject पढ़ रहे हो, it can be English, it can be science, eco, accounts, business studies, whatever you are studying, humanities से हो, commerce से हो, science से हो, किसी भी चीज से हो, एक चीज याद रखना, that you need to revise it. अगर आप revise नहीं करोगे, अगर आप science वाले subjects का practice नहीं करोगे, नहीं होगा. The more you revise, the more in a better way you'll be able to retain it in your head, right? So you need to revise whatever you study. बिना revision करे कुछ नहीं होगा. So revision is the key, right? Revision is the key. And by now I am assuming that आपने अपने काफी ज्यादा concepts, काफी ज्यादा आपने अपनी चीजें पढ़ ली होंगी. So अभी क्या requirement है? हमारी requirement है just to revise and revise, right? So again I'll say, thank you so much for this session, right? I hope you guys have enjoyed that, and I'll be looking forward to have many more sessions with you all. We'll be covering all the syllabus of class 12, and before term 1 boards, trust me, we'll be covering the entire syllabus. We'll be giving you a lot of lectures. Okay, ma'am, if I miss a live, can I just comment my doubt? Pranjal, you can drop me a message, right? You can drop me a Telegram message. My username is JUHII_Sharma. That's my username. You can drop me the message over there and I'll definitely answer that, right? So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your patience. Stay safe, take care, keep studying, keep on revising. Thank you so much. And if you like this video, so please subscribe, please like it. And yes, we'll be meeting super soon in our next sessions. Thank you.